Good day everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. What I have today is how to make an off-shoulder blouse. So let's get started. So right now, in measuring the length for this blouse is 23 inches, and 23 inches I'm going to add one, making 24 inches. That one is going to serve as my seam allowance. So right now I'm going to place my tape rule this way. Can you see? So I've placed it. I'm reducing the length by 4 because it's an off shoulder. So that's the standard. We use 4. So by the time I go down to this fabric, I have 24 inches. So I'm okay with this length of fabric. So right now I'm going to start. Now the neckline, I'm going to make the neckline. It depends on what you want. But the standard one is between 4 to 5 inches. That is for the width of the neckline. But for this particular one, I'm going to make it less than 4 inches. So I have it here. So I'm going to mark. That is the width of my neckline. Now for the depth. Since it's an off shoulder, I'm going to make the depth 1.5 inches. So I mark it right here. Now as you can see, this fabric is on fold. Now the one down is the back piece, and this space here is serving as the zipper allowance. So that is the reason why I place it like so. So right now I'm going to connect this point to this point, so in a very curved manner or way. So I have it like so. So right now for the armhole, I'm going to place my tape rule like this. Remember what I have less than 4 inches, I place it. So the armhole is going to be, so I'm going to place my tape rule right here at this edge. So here is my less than 4 inches. So the armhole, I'm going to make it 7.5 inches. So I have it here. So I'm going to make a straight line across that place. So this line, I'm going to connect it to this neckline. I connect this line to this neckline. So right now I'm going to quickly do the connection. So can you see, I've connected the line. So right now I proceed. Now for the wideness of the breast point, so I have 7 inches, but because this fabric is on fold, it's going to be divided by 2. So 7 inches divided by 2, I will have 3.5 inches. Now that 3.5 inches, I'm going to add extra 1, so I will be having 4.5 inches. So before I mark that, I'm going to place my tape rule like so again, less than 4 inches. Then now the breast point is 10.5. So I have it here. So it is on this point that I'm going to mark my 4.5 inches for the wideness of the breast point. So I have it here. So right now I'm going to come down. I'm going to determine the under bust. I have the under bust. Remember, I'm still placing my tape rule on that point, less than 4 inches. So the under bust is 13 inches. So I'm going to mark it. I have my 13 inches right here. Then the waist is 15.5 inches. So I mark my waist 15.5 inches, or you can make it 16 inches. It's still the same. So let me come down by 16 inches by half an inch. So I have the waist is 16 inches. So right now, whatever I have here I have 4.5 inches. That's what I marked here. So I'm going to reduce one from whatever I mark on the breast point width. So since I have 4.5 inches, coming to this waist, I'm going to make 3.5 inches. So I place my tape rule like so. I mark 3.5 inches. So here is my 3.5 inches. So right now, coming to the base. So whatever I have on this breast point, I have 4.5 inches. I'm going to add 1.5 inches to it. So 4.5 inches plus 1.5, I have 6 inches. So here I shall be marking 6 inches. So you add between 1 inch and 1.5 inch when it comes to the base. So right now, I'm going to connect this line. You see, it's in a slant form. I'm going to connect this line. Can you see? So right now, if you look at this shape, you will discover that this one is a bit inward. So right now, I'm going to reduce this one by 0.5. So I have it here. So I'm erasing this line. This is the real line. So which means what I have on the breast point width, I added 1 inch to it. So I have the total of 5.5 inches at the base. So here is it, 5.5 inches. So right now, I'm going to connect this line to this point here. You see? So I'm going to cut right now. Remember, we are not done with the cutting. This is the first stage of cutting. So as you can see, I've ruled the line. This is the breast point line. This is the under bust. I call it UB, under bust line. UB. This is the breast point line. Then this is the waistline. So right now, I'm going to this up here, this place, I'm going to mark less than 1 inch. I have less than 1 inch here. So right now, I'm going to connect this line to this point here. Then this under bust, I'm going to reduce it by less than 1 inch. I have it here. So right now, I connect this line to meet this, after which I join it to the waistline. So you can use your free hand. So I'm using my free hand. So I connect it to the waist. So coming to this one, I'm going to reduce. If you look at this point, if you look at this place, you will discover that I'm going to place my tape. I have 0.5 inch here. So coming to this side, I'm going to place my tape rule on this breast point line. I'm going to mark 0.5 inch. What I have here, I brought it down here. And exactly what I have here, I will also bring it down here. So 0.5 inch, I also bring it here, so that there won't be shortage on this part, because this place I'm going to cut it off. So right now I'm going to connect these lines straight. So from this inward, I'm going to mark 1 inch inward here. So I mark in 1 inch inward there. Then I bring it down like that. So that by the time I place this one on this, it won't be that this one will be longer than this. So right now, can you see what I've done? So right now, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut this off. I will cut this, then I remove this. I'm cutting it straight so that you don't get confused. Can you see? So right now, I'm going to remove this part. I've removed that part. Now this one is the front panel and this is the back, but I'm going to remove this, so don't worry about that. So for the back piece, I ought to have removed it also, but I will trim it off. So right now, for the side of the front, remember I said I'm going to cut this off. So I'm going to remove this part off. So that by the time I place it, I will not have any shortage. This is the neckline. I'm going to remove the neckline. So by the time I place it, I will have what I want. So right now I'm going to shape the side, the waist side. This is the front piece, this is the back. So by the time I place it like so, this is what I will be having left. Now I want to reshape it. So right now I'm going to make so this one I'm going to reduce it by 2.5 inch upward. So I'm going to measure 2.5. I have my 2.5 here. So I'm going to connect this line like so. So what I've done here, can you see? So I reduced this side by 2.5 inches. So, and this is what I have. What I reduce is this 2.5 inches from this side here, just to give me a curve shape. So right now what I did here is what I shall be doing to the back piece as well. This is the front one.